Hey folks, welcome back to AAA Farm. James here. Today's video ain't got nothing really special planned. We'll go look at cows here in a second, and we're gonna put out some hay for them. And then I got a Moultrie deer feeder. The little motor on the broadcaster went out, so I got a new one. That little deer feeder's been pretty good so far. How old is it now? Probably about 6 years old now. The one that came on it originally lasted about 3 years. I bought a replacement for it. It lasted roughly 3 years, and this is number 3. So not 100% sure why it keeps going out, but I mean, 3 years out in the weather, I'm okay with it. These are like $50 or something like that off Amazon. $50, $60 by the time you include taxes. So I'll throw this in the tractor and we'll get a hay bill, and then we'll go check on cows. All the moo-moos. We'll take a gander at the cows all right here, I guess. So, decided to leave this field open and that field. We got some fall grasses here on the farm, not many. It's a little bit of rye and some other Louisiana native winter grasses. So, it allows them to graze a little bit, which is what they're doing up here. So our bull's looking pretty good. Looking good and stout. That white one right there, that's Elsa. She's pregnant. She's clear. You can tell how swollen she is. And then that's a steer in the back. That's a heifer. Actually, technically, that's a bull. That needs to be a steer. That's a heifer. 3 cows, 4 cows. Thinking she might be pregnant too, but I'm not sure. And then we got one of our bulls, our other bulls, little steer. And I'm pretty sure she's pregnant. That red Angus right there. Hey Ruby. Oh, I ain't coming after you. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's Ruby's calf there, so she's probably not pregnant. She just looks kind of swollen if you look at her. Yeah, I'm taking video of you. You gonna let me pet you today? Nope. So, the herd's looking pretty good. We still got all 4 calves. 6 cows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 behind me. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then big guy. So, this is actually our second bull on the farm. Our Charolais we had before him. Both of them full-blood Charolais. This guy we bought from a local town. The first guy we inherited from my wife's daddy when he passed away. The first one was significantly larger than him. But he's a big boy too. So he's a big old boy to him too. But the last one was significantly longer. That 16-foot stock trailer I got, you barely could close the gate on him. This guy, he's pretty long too. He's just not 16 foot like the other one. He's still a good size one though. Good looking guy. Let's go put this hay down for them. They're probably gonna follow us because it's like us. We want the fresh food. We don't want the non-fresh food, or they might keep grazing like she's doing. So, but they say new food and they want to taste it, so they're probably gonna follow us back there. We'll get on the tractor. Okay, back in the tractor. Let's go. So they're doing pretty good. There ain't a whole lot of grazing left to do. They've been munching on hay for a couple of weeks now. Oh man. But, it's kind of an update of, let's see, October 22nd. So we just got back from town, being in town all morning. So now get to do a couple of things. Y'all can tell how dusty it is, man. This thing's covered in dust, which that's from last brush hogging video. We really ain't had no rain yet, which is kind of weird. We normally get quite a bit of rain in the fall, but gives us some time to get stuff done. Y'all can tell we still need to brush hog this pasture here, which is on the to-do list probably this weekend. Try to get to it, get all that nasty stuff knocked down. Makes it easier checking cows in the winter, and then also it just gets that grass a head start on it whenever spring rolls around. All the stuff ain't that tall. Ideally, I'd be brush hogging it more often so that the stuff can't get at the seeds like it is. You can get it to brush cut down before it starts seeding out. It ain't that big of a deal. And you can't see much of that field, but that field's still all yellow flowers. We can see it from the back of the house, so we're going to leave it until those flowers die off, and I'll brush hog it again, weather permitting. Put that hay bale out Sunday, I believe. You can kind of already see how much it ate down. And that was our first hay bale right there. And the second one was there. The third one's the one that's still there. And the fourth one is this guy here. And this will be our fifth hay bale. I'm going to put it right there in those weeds. Brush hog them down real quick. Drop our hay bale right there where all the nasty stuff was. And then we'll get the hay ring and put it on there and all that good stuff. Not what we want. There we go. Get all that string torn off, and then we'll put a ring around it and head on back to fix the deer feeder. Alright, I got all the string out of it. I'll set this hay ring on over it, and as soon as I put it forward, ready to go. So this is another good example of just, you know, all that was small little weeds and stuff too. Putting that hay bale on it, you can still see some of the sticks sticking out, but they stumped all that down. Gave it a really heavy manure load, really heavy seed load all around there from the hay. And then the same thing we did here. So we'll just keep moving them around. The next one here we might put right there in those weeds. The idea is just kind of spread it around. I think we got 52 hay bales this year, so should be able to put it pretty much all over the field. And then not to mention we got the Kubota where we can put it wherever we want. The old tractor, we kind of had to pick and choose our paddles because it was two-wheel drive and it was too small to really handle this hay bales as well as we would like. Kind of see all the weeds out there if you can look through the dust window. Definitely look forward to see all the weeds everywhere that we need to take care of. Haven't fully decided. It's going to depend on when time comes, but this field here, you can tell there's a lot of hay already in here just because the cows have been on this field for 8 years. Trying to make sure I don't come over in a washed out area. I think it's right there. And we look good. Make sure I don't fall off and that stuff, which that ain't too bad. Anyway, depending on when the time comes, I'm going to focus on these fields first, and probably those fields up there. But I've already spoke about it before. I want to plow these two fields here this winter, if I can manage to find a moldboard plow. disc it really well, get it really smooth seated. Do the same thing here, because right through there is a ton of ruts too from the skidders. Not near as bad as that over there, but still pretty rough. So, but I haven't decided if I want to plow this completely yet, because there is a lot of hay in there, or I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll get the other fields established and then we do this one. As you can tell, there's still a lot of weeds in there, but you can look around and you can see bahia kind of everywhere too. There's our little deer feeder. Alright, I'll pick up with y'all in a minute. Okay, made it back to the deer feeder. A couple things we're going to do to make this a little bit easier on us is take the battery off. So this thing's still full of corn. So we're going to have to be quick about changing this out so we don't just throw our corn on the ground, which if we do, it ain't too big of a deal, but it's just not ideal. Have that other one out the box. So, in the box it comes with a couple things, but one of the things is if you were like mounting this to a 55-gallon drum or a different style deal, but all you need is this part here. So, let's see, all you do is twist this and it pops off these little tabs, and then we're going to have to be quick to stop the corn. Throw it to the side since we don't have our battery in it. And then I have my solar panel on this side normally. This one ain't no good. The raccoons ripped the cable off. But I'm going to make sure to keep that on this side. Just my personal preference. For you, it doesn't really matter. It's just whatever you want. So we got to be kind of quick. Come on. I think we got too much corn in between it. Try again. Do that time. Maybe. Try one more again. Just gotta get that timing right, and then we can put our battery on it. One thing I absolutely would recommend is on that old one, you got this little screw deal. Keep it, because you will lose this, because there's one down here somewhere that I've never been able to find. So make sure to keep it. set our time. It's 2:32, so program this is pretty easy. You just hit program and then just move it the blinking to where you want it to be. 32. Okay. Today is Tuesday. I'm going to say there's probably about 100 pounds in there. So you got multiple timers. You can pick what days, what time. I'm actually going to leave it exactly like it is. Well, I'm going to change my broadcast time to 8 seconds. I like 7 in the morning. Deer season time, 7 in the morning is kind of right as sun's coming up or right before the sun comes up. 8 seconds is kind of, well, we're going to be a little bit more nitpicky here. Let's go to, go to 6. Let's go to 6:30. I'd rather have it out before daylight. So we got 6:30. That'd be our first timer. Timer 2. We do have a lot of hogs in the area, so I don't like throwing out a lot at this time. And then typically do about 1. And then there's a lot more timers if you want to be more picky about when you throw it out. You leave it at 0 seconds, it doesn't throw it. So there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 timers. Need to order me a new solar panel. Having this little solar panel on here, you don't have to worry about this thing ever. It's just it plugs in the side here, and the raccoons like to climb up this leg here, and then they'll reach over and they'll try to hold on to this, and they've ripped the wire out, and you go on a raccoon hunt. So it does some math, and it kind of tells you how many days until it's empty, which is 33 days. This is a pretty good little feeder. I've had it for 6 years now, and I like it. You can do a test. Before we do a test, I'm going to close my tractor doors. The tractor's right here. Let's see. Doesn't need to be that long. We're just making sure it still works. High is fine. Okay. That's not what you want. It might be a battery problem. We might have a battery issue, might not even be this. So that's not cool. Yeah, look. Huh. That's not awesome. So definitely seems like a battery problem, so I'll bring this out to the house and we'll try charging it, see what happens. I think I got another one up at the house too. Might run it back here. So there might not be nothing wrong with that first one. Yeah, I'm gonna say battery. Beforehand, it wasn't doing all this. It was showing the battery fully charged, and you would just hear it. It would go down like that. So, okay. I'll go get that other battery, bring it back here, and we'll see what happens. I'll try charging this one. This thing's had its better days. This battery's 6 years old too. I just wasn't expecting that to be the problem because, like I said on that other one, it was showing full charge. So what we'll do is we can stash the old one in the house, and when this one goes out, we'll see what happens. We can put that one back on and see what happens. But okay. All right, folks. Here it is. Next day. So we got a full battery here. It was acting weird before. It was showing full charge and 3/4, and then there towards the end just nothing. But I charged the battery up, same battery. Battery might be going bad, not sure. I got everything programmed. So I'm just gonna let it run for 4 seconds on high. So everything's working now. Probably gonna have to end up buying a new battery, is my train of thought, but we'll see. All right, folks, so we got all that stuff done yesterday. We got the battery charge that put on there today. Everything's working really well. Doing this after work. When I pulled up, there was a coyote out in this field. He ran off. So I didn't have the camera ready at that time. That would have been nice, but whatever. This thing's ready to go for right now. We'll have to see what it does again. I'm suspecting I'm gonna have to buy a new battery because that battery was fully charged like a few weeks beforehand, and it's already dead. This battery normally lasts all season, and it's the same battery I've had since the beginning. So it's 6 years old. It's probably time to get a new one anyway. So, but anyway, that's it on this one, guys. Thank y'all for joining me on the farm today. As always, talk to y'all next time.